Kelly Burdett here with co-head softball coach Karen Bitter. Coach, since we talked, you guys played number 12 ranked Lincoln Memorial at home on March 11th and went to South Carolina during this past week to play Newberry. In the LMU doubleheader, it seemed like both teams refused to let the other really get a hold of the ball offensively. In game one, you guys only had 5 hits and LMU only had 3. But in a slow-moving game like that, in the 7th, you guys really needed Madison Milne to come up big there, and she did, bringing in the go-ahead run. So kind of talk about that inning and the hits leading up to that inning and everything like that.
Sure. It was a good game. But yes, offensively it was slow, but it felt like it was 3 up, 3 down, moving on, like the game moved quickly. I think at the end of the day, we just needed a timely hit, and that's what we ended up getting. Super proud of Madison coming up there in that tough spot. She hasn't had an opportunity to hit a whole lot throughout the course of the season. But I liked her in that situation. I know what she does at practice, and a lot of times she just finds a hole. And that's kind of what I had anticipated her being able to do. And sure enough, she found a little hole over there and right, and was able to, bring in that run. But throughout that last inning there, it was just a bunch of really good at-bats. Lexi Miles had a great at-bat to left center. We pitch her in and put Michaela on, just to kind of give us maybe one more step. And then for Megan Wilson to get up and have a base hit through the 5-6 hole, and then Maddie Milne coming up big and getting that hit. So, just a timely hit there, 3 timely hits really in a row. And just super proud of the girls and how hard. Sure.
So I'm going to obviously talk about this a little bit later because Newberry had a similar outcome, but it feels like you guys out of nowhere just will find this like newfound motivation and get a win right in the last few innings of the game. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I think, I don't know exactly if it's sort of that or if it's just, it's our 3rd time back through the lineup and we have a little bit better idea of what and how they're pitching us, and just kind of adjust a little bit. We definitely have done a good job towards the end of games of having better at bats. I think, sometimes I want them to have good at bats throughout the entire game. That would be great. But they have been able to manage some, and get a little bit streaky there towards the end in some games and put some hits together. So, I think some of it is just trying to figure out how to win. And, I think they're doing a great job of trying to, be energetic in the dugout and be loud. And, I think they're doing a really good job of working together as a team. It's a little bit frustrating on my end of things, but it's certainly nice to be able to be in the win column in those scenarios, in those situations. So, hitting is hard. It's not an easy thing. And these pitchers in this conference, in this league, they're so good. And, for us to be able to put a few hits together in an inning to be able to put up 1 run is a big deal. So just happy we were able to pull away with a win for sure. And then, I'm not sure what your next question is going to be, but I definitely don't want to walk away without talking about, McKenna Falwell and her performance and on the day and how well she pitched. I mean, to keep the number team, whatever they were at the time, 12 in the country, to 3 hits in a game is just spectacular. So she was just able to really keep them, off balance. She hit her spots well, and I'm just super proud of how she came out and performed, in both games really. So, she logged some innings for us there in that day, and she was a workhorse and a warrior, and just really proud of how she pitched for sure.
Yeah, you definitely had to work her a little bit just because, we saw that there was a potential injury with Sydney Collins.
Right.
And then speaking of Sydney Collins as well, she kind of came up big against Newberry there in that second game. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. We're happy to have Sydney back and feeling a little bit better. And got some treatment. So just happy to have her back. And she came out and had a great performance. I thought she pitched really well. She got a lot of ground balls, outs when she needed, strikeouts when she needed, I was glad that she was able to walk away with the win there. And we were able to split on the road and just kind of have a good outing from her for sure. And I'm glad she's feeling better.
So fast forward, you guys, Saturday, you guys are going to play Coker, a team that only has one conference win, but that wins against Limestone, who has 4 conference wins. So anything could happen out there on the field, but how are you feeling about that particular matchup?
I mean, that you're absolutely right. I mean, in this conference, it's, who really shows up to play that day. It's everybody is good and you can't really take an inning off. You can't take a Saturday off, you can't take a Tuesday off. You definitely have to show up every single game and every single inning and pitch to play well in this league. And Coker, they are strong. They're fast. And so I think for us is we're going to need to pitch well, make plays and things behind, and just those timely hits that we kind of talked about a little bit earlier. But I feel like the girls for the most part are seeing the ball well. Kind of going back to Newberry and just some of the bigger hits that we had in the second game. Mallory McKnight, Maddie Buchanan, Sarah Barrett seeing the ball well. Kara Long had a couple hits up the middle. So there's just a couple more people in the lineup that we just need to get, on that. But, if we can all start hitting, it's going to be kind of really look out. And I'm hoping we can do that at home against Coker on Saturday. I've been working on some stuff at practice this week. It has been spring break, where you can kind of just not worry about class and you can just kind of focus on trying to get a little bit better. So I'm excited to play at home tomorrow. And, the way the conference is kind of setting up right now is that, we really do need to sweep at home. We definitely can't take any more hits in league play. So you got to win at home for sure. And, we got some tough competition on the road. And, I was just glad we were able to take one away from Newberry on the road and get that split that we kind of have been talking about in some of these other chit chats that we've had. And then to win it in extras too. Is really important. So just every game counts in this league, and we just really got to take care of business tomorrow.
For sure. The UVA Wise Cavaliers are at home to face Coker on Saturday, March 19th with 1 and 3 p.m. start times. As always, keep up with all UVA Wise softball statistics, schedule changes, and more on uvawisecavs.com. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks.